Went down. Streamlabs crashed on me. Streamlabs crashed. Oh no. I lost my crew. Apologies. Just like that. I don't think I've seen if there's an update out there yet for the Streamlabs. This was like a beta. This was a beta. I'm like, is anybody even in the chat anymore? Cause I can't see anything now that they're gone. Give me a holla if you're still out there, cause I want to see everybody shout, yeah. We're here, Code Hustle, let's get down with some bustle. Okay, so we said we were looking at GraphQL API with Node, Mongoose, and Express. That's basically what we were just talking about. GraphQL Compose Mongoose. Yeah, let's see. Oh, that looks the same. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through how to build a GraphQL API with GraphQL Mongoose. Okay, cool. Let's see what we got to do here. Because I figured there would be something that allows, or is that even, I'm even thinking, is that even too much to do? So inside, let's see what they tell you to do. So here's Apollo server, right? And then Mongoose, and then importing a schema, right? And then they're kicking off a new Apollo server with the schema, enabling cores, playground. Here's a node environment. Doing a little ternary operator right there. Word up, ternary. Introspection. Cheers. Yeah, my Streamlabs crashed, folks. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened, but I just went to click on it and it went. It's supposedly in beta. It's like a beta fish. It just dies on you 2 days after you got it. Sorry. So here's some just some config stuff for the Apollo server, and then here you this is apply some middleware. So what is this? App, which is the Express, path on that, cores true, on health check. I've never seen some of these, but new promise resolve. So if Mongoose connection ready state greater than 0, then resolve or reject. Otherwise, server listening on that, and health checks available. And they have this as a whatever that endpoint is. So let's see here. I feel like no bigger than this. Come on. Let's go. Where were we at? Let's build this. Anyway, so this is this, right? This is the GQL. Mohammed, he's back, dude. Streamlabs just crashed on me. For no reason. It's happened a couple times, so it's not the first time. Does everything still sound okay? Okay, let's keep pushing forward with this really quick before we, because I'd like to just get at least this going, and then we'll go with the integration of the like Mongoose, so we can actually talk to a real database, in the house. So this is, they're calling this the GraphQL server. So inside a source, they're actually saying to create a new, and we can follow along with that. That's not necessarily a bad like convention there. Let's open up the terminal. I like to have that there and ready, handy, ready to go. Yo, baby, what's the scenario? So let's make directory server in here, right? And then we will, I think they want an index, right? Okay, so, and then in here, why does it not show up? Oh, for crying out loud. What happens? Oh, and I didn't do any of this right. I didn't put that in there, and this is supposed to be in here. Yeah, go for it, Hirsch. You got this down. You're a madman. Madman with no plan. No, this time we do. We're gonna build a sticker app. Empatia, no good. Need some more of these. Need some more caffeine to keep driving through this craziness of GraphQL. It's wild, this stuff here. I don't know what, that's a really crazy mixed accent that makes no sense at all. But, you know, I don't make much sense at all, so. All right, so here we go, yo. Got the, oh, did we, right, we did, right? We did go through, I think I already looked at this, sorry, I got, yeah, okay. All right, so that's good to go, right? So according to this magic here, although wouldn't we need to, okay, so this is them. Okay, I just want to go and check out the here, let's see here. So to make sure we can easily run both server and client at the same time. Yeah, we could do that. This is not bad, right? We always usually use the node mon action for ours. I don't know what the npm run all is. What is that one? Did they explain what that is in here? Where are they running it on? npm run all. Oh, I'm assuming that parallel watch server start web. Oh, okay, so this kicks off that, right? And this, and runs them in parallel, I guess, right? I want to look into that more a little bit and see what that is, but let's go ahead and add this to our, let's add it in, yo. But we're gonna take off, I'd rather do this, make sure I'm getting the latest and greatest, right? We already validated that that is the big D, I believe, is for development, right? It's a dev dependency, I believe, right? If I'm not mistaken, when we look at our package, Hassan, when we, when it's done here, we should see another, we should see a dev dependency, I think, object in here, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I'm right, you know. Never admit to being right, you know what I mean? So weird. I'm getting a little funky, little fuzzy lighting. There you go. Just fix it like that, you know? Word. Refocus the camera. Get focused. Get focused. Alamagocus. Okay. Building fresh packages. Everybody wants a fresh package. Word. Okay. Gotcha. Right. Am I lying? Oh, there we go. Right. When you do the big D and you run that npm install or npm, what was it? I don't even remember anymore. Look, here we go. Let's see. What was it? What was it? Yep. What was it? When you do the yarn add, right? Yeah. When you add your package and you put the big D on it, it adds it as a dev dependency. And the more you know. Okay. So then, now the question is, they are talking about running that though, right? Oh, okay, so here they are doing that. So this is the updated thing, right? So when they run the server, it runs that. When it runs the web, it runs that. I get it now. Because right, because we're gonna have a front end and a back end, right? And so this allows the you to run something like yarn start, and it'll kick off and run these in parallel. The watch server, which is here, right? And that's doing node man watch, and it's pointing, you can see source server. I don't know why it's listed twice, but whatever. I'm sure there's a reason. We could look up the command. But then the start web kicks off this one, which is just the normal React script start, which we see with the normal Create React app. So that's cool. That is cool. I like it. So now we need to update this in our package JSON. So we'll go from there to there, right? Oh, just stop it. Just stop your lying. Hold on a second. What did I do? What did I do? I broke it for you. Oh, that's not the... That was not what I was... I just took this, right? There we go. That's a little bit better. That's a little better, wouldn't you say? Yeah, it's better, Cheddar. Look at my camera. It keeps tweaking out. It's tweaking out, man. Getting fuzzy sides, you know? All right, so now we understand what this does. That's really cool, actually. I like that. So, should this work now? Should we get... This is here, right? So this is going to kick off. All right, well, let's just see what happens. What's the worst thing that happens? It not work? It doesn't work now. Oh, it's yarn too, right? NPM run all. Okay, fingers crossed. Oh, and a big fat crash. Yeah. Don't we love it? GraphQL. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. We got a restart going, folks. We got a restart. Let's try to catch it in mid load up. The development server has disconnected. Refresh the page if necessary. Okay, well, it's trying. It's trying. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's good. Right? That means something good happened. Right, let's see. What blew up, though? Did something else? Did it like, did this run okay, but the other is what blew up? And then why is it not? I don't know if I trust that. So how would you, because this is running on 3000, right? So this would be running on, and you can go to localhost port 4000 GraphQL. So I should be able to go to 4000, right, /GraphQL over here, if this is actually working, and then we should see okay, so we put our 4000 and then we're gonna just paste that on the end there. Let's see, hopefully. Nope, no good, no bueno. So that's the errors that we saw, right? So something blew up. over here. Where do we go? Where did I go? Oh, that's right. I'm over here. So before this is actually what actually errored out, and that's what we saw in the. So when it ran this start, the first thing that it runs is this watch server, which kicked off this nodemon watch source server, which should be right here, and then we have our index. The only problem is it cleared out that, so now we can't see it. So what we can do though is we can open up another terminal, right? And then we should be able to change directory into the UI. Oh, I could have actually stepped that down all the way through, right? Source. What am I doing? Sorry. Actually, what is it? Why is it not replicating all the way? Okay, that was so weird. And then in here, we could just do, I mean, technically we should be able to just go. What's blowing up? This is what we saw an error with. GraphQL HTTP is not a function. Okay. Where is it using it like one? Where does it say? On line 36? Here, GraphQL HTTP. Well, I mean, I didn't make that happen. What's that? That's not my fault. That's what was in the documentation. Okay. I don't know the answer to that one. Let's see if we can find a quick resolve to this. We didn't get that from here, did we? No, right? That was from the other one, right? Yeah. Okay. That's not what I said. Put the error in there, sucker. All right. So here's my simple graph express. Yep, right. And this is the same thing we have right here, right? Same. Got the error, right? Not a function. Yep. We got an answer. Yep. Answer is that it is. Note that it uses destructuring equivalent to this. So it's a named export. Is that the issue? What do you mean it's already in use? Lies. We could just change it in here. Take that. What? That one too? Oh my goodness gracious. We'll just keep going up the chain. 4,300. Why not? Wait a second. Why is that? How is it already in use? There's no way that these are already in use. It's funny too, because then it actually tells you that it's, and then it throws this error, gets all the way to this, right? And then it's, where's it throwing the error from? That's funny. What was the last one we did? I mean, this should not be running. It is though. Gee, okay, so what the heck is with that? Why am I getting that error? Did you see that? That's really funny. Look, right here, already in use, 4,300. Right? Is it? There's got to be something in the way that this is events JavaScript that is something is causing that to like error out before. I don't know. That's a strange one. But you saw that, right? That it kept saying that it was in use. I'm using 4300 now, and it's here. Here it is. Right? So okay, I guess we're good. So in here now, right? This is where you can attempt to query, right? So right now I should be able to, technically, I should be able to query this and get back this response here. So the query goes a little something like this. Usually you can, what's the easiest way? I guess we could look at this really quick, right? They did talk about, so let's just see how they do the query. I was gonna say, usually you can kind of just grab usually you can just grab the I cannot speak and do this at the same time. Usually you can just grab this a lot of times, is the way I've noticed, right? Because if we look at that structure compared to what's here, right? It's the same thing, pretty much, right? I guess we could just get rid of all that, right? Paste this in here. This has got to be a lowercase, right? We've got to change some things around because this is not like this now. Like we could do, let's look at this. So post, and that's just regular ID, so that's all lowercase. Let's see, all lowercase. Yeah, you're not defining things, so you're just all. Actually, is that even? I don't even think that's like that, is it? It's ID posts, and then it's ID author and body. Post ID author body. Usually it'll hint to you too, but like I don't. Wait a second, I think I'm doing that wrong. Yeah, post is like an object inside of, right? So this is actually, so let me just do this real quick. This was like this, right? And then in here, ID, author, body, right? Was that all of it? ID, author, body, right? Actually, and this actually should, this should run now, right? Oh, I need to take this, sorry. Actually, if I take this off of here, I think this could run, right? There you go. So there's the data, right? Booyah, we got some data, right? So this is just showing that the GraphQL stuff is working for the front end here, right? We have our dummy data right here, basically, right? This is our query that we just passed in. And this is just how it does its return, right? Map post ID. And they're doing some crazy shorthanded stuff in here. Look at that. Nice. So we know, and this takes posts, right? It takes an array of posts. And then this is doing a type post, which is an ID, right? And then this is typed to a string, and the body is typed to a string. Very cool. What is build AST? Why do they say AST? Doesn't matter. That's not what we're going to be doing. I just wanted, this is just to test it out, right? Cool in the gang, cool in the gang. Okay, so now Well, actually, I wouldn't mind. Let me go ahead and because so what are we gonna have? We're gonna have. Well, we're just gonna be storing collections of. Right. It'll just be. So we'll have an ID, of course, and then we'll have. Let's do it full out, right? Should we do? No, we'll just say name because they can just put whatever they want. Name, and then address, and then we want to do probably an email, I would think, as well, right? That'll be a string as well. ID, name, address, email. What else? And this is not going to be a post. This is going to be how do we want to say? I guess we could call it. I mean, actually, you could leave it as post. It's just kind of like telling you like what you're. But this is going to be like, well, we can do this. Post sticker. Something like that, right? Post address. Because it's really for this. I want to call it something that makes sense though, like, because this is to get stickers, right? So I just kind of wanted to have it kind of like it be something. I'm so bad with the naming. Wow, it's really bad, right? Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise, Jerry. Think harder, right? Sticker love. What do you think? Okay. That's interesting though. What would you do, right? Because this is modeling that, right? So then when you want to, oh, we'll have to read that. That's the other part. That's the next part, right? So, because that's doing it just here for the back end stuff, right? But then what do you do when, so then when we get to here, we need to, this is where the Apollo thing comes in, right? So then you do, let's bring some Apollo action in there. And that's what you use on the client side. Create a new file and source with the following. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, and this is the URL we're touching on, right? Which is running under a different, that's why we're running the parallel thing, which now actually is fixed, right? So we could actually, we can actually run that npm run all. So, okay, I think we're getting there. Because we got this far, right? We got to see our awesome sauce over here. Did they like simulate a... Oh no, that's just pulling it a specific post by its ID. Okay, I got it. All right, so let's go back over here. Let's do this. Let's get rid of that. Word. Gonna get there. Yarn ad looks good. Kick it. Yes, we can. Can we kick it? Yes, we can. Can we kick it? Yes, we can, but the camera keeps fuzzing out. Doesn't know how to blend the back into the front. Keeps messing up. Kinda fuzzy white stuff over here on the side, looking kinda ripe. I don't like the way it looks, easy at night. Look, there it is again. Go away, I'm not playing, keep pushing you away, but you keep saying, here I am, the white fuzzy side, I keep doing it while live on stream. It's driving me insane, gonna go crazy, gonna start to put the blame on somebody else. It's not good for the health. I'm lyrically kinda kill you like that wealth. Oh, getting crazy even though I'm old. All right, hold on a sec. I'm gonna go do a little coffee up, fill up, and be right back. Be right back, yo. Peace. Don't go nowhere. We're back. Back in the saddle again. We're back. Simon brought a donut with me though. What? A chocolate donut? Horrible. Should be sinful. I'll try to make sure that I, chew away from the screen. Ooh, chocolate donut. Oh. Mucho grande. How close are we? It's a good question. Not close enough, I don't feel. I feel like we're not close enough. Shall we go peek? We'll see, we'll see. And they were fast on the muted one yesterday, I'll tell you that. Oh wow, it's funny how they already show like one there. Sunday CodeHustlin, stop by and say hey. Did I upload that one? I don't even remember. Community, no, insights, right? Stream summary. In fact, I think that went down. That was, I think, 256, if I'm not mistaken. Go back and look, I guess. We could go back and look. We've looked at it on stream before. So bad for you. So bad, so bad. Chocolate donuts. Yeah, it's okay. We'll get there eventually. Eventually we'll get there. Unfortunately, these are all, right? Aren't these all monthly stats only? So that makes me wonder, does that make these zero out every month? Before the end of the month, right? Well, I appreciate the love, man. Do you know though? At the end of the month, other than followers, does the stream for 8 hours, all that stuff, does that zero out every month? The average viewer, the stream 7 different days, and the stream per hour? Or do those carry over? Okay, let's get back to what we were doing. So we got our. Oh, what? Oh, did I stopped it, right? Okay, so we got that installed. So now we need to configure the Apollo client to know where to connect to the back end. So create a new. I think Buddy is trying to come visit. Hi, Buddy. That was my son asking if I wanted to get some dinner. So I will be either stopping, probably just cut early tonight. It's kind of a late eat, but you know, let's keep going then. So we want to create a Apollo, and this is what we're going to put in there, right? So let's go over here. We want to change directories up. One here, we're gonna do make directory. No. Just do a regular in here. We're just doing a touch. And they said to do Apollo JS, right? Booyah. So we should have an Apollo JS here. We're gonna paste this in here. It said ours is actually running at what, 4,300? Did we say? Is that correct? If I remember correctly, right? It was. We'll see really quick. Was it? Yeah, 43. Okay, cool. So there we go. Right now we got our connection. So then it says, in order for Apollo query React components to be able to connect, using the client, the entire app needs to be wrapped in an Apollo provider component. So you'll also want to include the styling for Bootstrap, and you can get rid of the index CSS file that came with Create React App now. Make the following changes in the source index. So in the source index, I like how they use the GitHub syntax, like, right, to do the add remove. That's funny. They're like, let's get you used to the way this is going to look. So they want us to get rid of in the index file, right? So in here, they're like, dump this, right? Don't need that no more. Don't need that no more. And then they want us to do this Apollo, right? So we'll go ahead and copy that sucker over to here. I don't think it really matters. Right, okay, so I'll just put it right where that was at. And so then they do the Bootstrap import here. So we'll just come down here, right? We'll go ahead and do Bootstrap. And so then we have, now does that have any of that stuff? How come I'm not seeing any of that? Did I do this in the wrong file? In order to, this is to do, where make the following changes to your source index.js, right? That's what I'm in. But how come I don't see, this is saying in addition to this right here, import app from app. I didn't see, how are they doing it? App from, oh, yeah, okay. How did I not? That's so funny. I didn't even see that. Okay. What did I do the Bootstrap? Yes. Okay. So they were just they have, sometimes I forget if this is important to have these. So I'm just gonna play the right card there and make sure that I do that there, and then I'll do this under this service worker here. That, right? So then the rest of it now will be, the only thing that really changed, right, is now this will be this around the, right? So it'll just be, instead of React strict mode around this, oh, I guess I did I take the whole thing right? It'll just be Apollo provider, right? And then down here at the bottom, we do this quick little if. I'm not missing anything else, right? It's still React, right? Yeah, right? Word in the house, word in the house. In the hizzy house. All right, so save that. All right, so after we did that, module hot accept, okay, and then create a new file. This is going to be post viewer. We'll call it sticker viewer instead, but we're going to snag their code to just emulate this crap, right? So we're going to do a new, in here, we're going to do a new file, they said, right? This is really where a lot of times I'll see this as well, where in here they would create a new, and then now they go components like that, right? And then create a new file in here that we'll say is called sticker viewer .js, right? Right, so then we have that. This is its contents, but now we have something a little bit different, right? Because our We can close that out. We don't need that right now. And here though, we called this something different, right? We called, which actually I screwed this up, right? Because this was post, right? Array of posts, and that's fine. I mean, just for now, it's not a huge deal, the naming on this. It's still kind of relevant too. It's like, yeah, it's a post. You're posting to me, it's in the post, it goes in the post. Why not? I'll play that for $1. Why not? I don't know why we don't have to call it build st. We call it let's call it sticker schema instead. Which then means we need to change it somewhere in here, I'm sure. Right? No? Here, yeah. I was like, we gotta change it in here somewhere. Come on, work with me a little bit, baby. Come on! You filthy animal! Alright, so we got that one. Get posts, sure. Query get posts. It is posts, but it's not author. We have ID, we have name, we have address, right? And we have email. Is that sound right? Right? ID, name, address, email. Yep, got it. This would then be name. This would then be address, and then we will do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, a little bit with the wiffle ball bat. So all right, so address, name. Oh, actually it's only 3, right? Because really the ID, although we could do that if we wanted to, right? Let's move this up here. And then we'll just go here like this, and we'll do ID like that, right? And then down here, we are mapping over these, right? We're giving the key is the ID, which it works out perfect. The name, we got the, if I could click the right buttons on the keyboard, address, right? Let's go to the thing here, address, and then email, right? So there we go with that, right? How are we looking? A little table action here going out into the world. Booyah, it's going to be a bootstrap table. This is their bootstrap table component that we are bringing in via React Strap, right? All right, so get post, we got that. That looks right. I believe this is right because, right, we do have the posts is what we're calling it here to query. Okay. All right, we buying that for $1. All right. Right, so we do that. So we have that thing, and then in the now you change your app.js file to include the post viewer, right? So in the main, right, we're gonna do one of these bad boys here, right? Of course, ours will be a little bit different because let's just go here, right? In the app, we are going to. Oh, wait a second. Did they show theirs? Oh, they really do have everything gone, right? So let's just redo the whole, right? Command all this sucker. Oh, hey, whoa, hey now, what? Whoa, hey, getting all crazy up in here. Paste that. Ours is not called viewers, it's called sticker. We are not stalker. So we have a sticker viewer, right? And it is not here. It is actually in components / sticker viewer, right? So this is our sticker viewer there. Booyah, chicka booyah, chicka 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 booyah. All right. We like that. We like that. Let's see. Not that. Yarn started. Watch it blow up. It's gonna blow up. It's not gonna work. First time goes, never go. Told you. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's run another port. That said, sticker view was not a function. So that is the same error that we got earlier, correct? When we didn't export it. Did I not do a default export? What is this? Export default. Okay. Oh, I know. Gotcha. Okay, so let's see. Where are we at? Where are we at, yo? Where are we at? Not sticker schema. Where am I looking for? Sticker viewer. Here we go. So let's redo that. This should go through the whole thing again, actually. Compile. Compile if you want to. Compile if you can't. I don't know, but I think yes. Oh, that was for the. Oh, failed. Blew up like a. Attempted import error. Sticker viewer. Oh, why? That was not. That wasn't where it was at. I don't believe you. Yeah, I didn't think so. Cannot read property posts of undefined. Oh, really? So, we don't have any data right now, right? That's what our issue is here. Let's go look at our... Is this still running? No, it is not. This would be a problem. Here, we can go ahead and delete that just so you can validate that it's not running. So that's an issue. We know it does run. So we're just blowing up something. I made a change to this stuff here. So what is our problem here? Well, let's go back. Let's do like we did before, right? Well, oh no, that was here, I guess. So let me stop this here. That's funny. Does it stop it over there too, since I had it? No. Interesting. Does that mean it's still not running now? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it would kill it. So if I look over here now, is that dead? Whatever, we'll just stop it just to make sure we're good. Right, so now I'm gonna do this again where I changed into the server. Why is that not going? I hate when it acts funky like that, right? Server. I guess it helps if you type in the wrong. Really? Oh, okay. I'm like, what happened there? And then in here, right, we want to run this again. I want to see what the error is on that. Okay, so sticker schema is not a function. Sticker schema is not a function. That was this thing earlier. So but that was what, right? Let me go look at, I just going to look at their code real quick, see what this was up here. Where is it? A little further up here in this area, right? This is earlier, right? Wasn't it this? That said GraphQL HTTP was not a... Where am I screwing this up? Oh, is this what it's saying the complaint about? Right? Oh, I guess it is that one, right? It's not the GraphQL HTTP. It's complaining about this one. I changed that one to sticker schema. Why does it care? It says it's not a function. I have it defined. I have it the same way. Right? Theirs is wrapped in the curly braces as well. So why is that not good to go? Why is that not working? Sticker schema is not a function. I mean, before, like if I do it like this, I mean, oh, what the heck happened there? Alright, so let's try that again. Let's see here. Let's see what happens. So, okay, so it's still saying that. It's funny though, I don't think that right, I mean, you can name this whatever you want, right? Is it because I'm pulling this from the raw? Never mind, never mind. Because earlier, look, I mean, I gotta see this now. I'm like, this is not a specific thing, is it? Is this a real, like, is this something that's inside of? I'm like, is that a built-in build AST? Is that an actual, like, built-in thing inside of GraphQL? Ah, must be. Must be. Build AST schema. What is that? What is that, yo? It's a utility. Is that what it is? Should throw in an accounting thing, GitHub. So, yeah, okay, look, right here. Build AST schema, builds a schema from a parsed AST. What is an AST? I've never heard of an AST before. What is that? What does AST stand for? Parse schema into AST in GraphQL. Construct. Then what is the AST? What does that stand for? Builds. Haha. Thank you for the follow. OG Jake in his house. What's up? How's life going? OG, we're trying to figure out our well, we just found out that I can't change this schema definition here. This function. This is actually a named function inside of the GraphQL package here. So I did not realize that. I thought, I was like, oh, I can just name that whatever I want. But that's not true. And I guess I should have known that, right? Because, right, when you do this, that's a named export, right? Something that was actually exported from this. So I guess I should have realized that I couldn't change that, right? But I thought you could. I guess if this was without those, like if it was just like this, right, you can just name it whatever you want, right? But I guess when you do it like that, it means that that's exactly what it's called coming out of here, right? Something like that, if I remember my node stuff correctly. But what's up, OG? What you working on? You know, just chilling, just hanging out. You do you doing coding? If you do, what do you code in? What do you like to code in? You getting your code hustle on? We're building a sticker app. I give out stickers. OG. We got yeah, I should just leave those up there so I don't keep pulling those out. Got my code hustle sticker, yo. Although it looks funky with the like green, or with the green screen and stuff. And then this is like the, oh, that looks really funky. It's all clear and stuff. That one you cannot see. It'd be cool if it looked like that in real life. But it's yellow and checkered and stuff. But it's yeah, we do some stickers and I just send them out to people. Yeah, it's just fun, builds community and stuff. It's just a good time, you know, show your love for coding and whatnot. Code hustle, it's a movement. Word. All right, so we can kill this now because we know that's working now. That we found out with build with the build. That's what the build ASD. The build ASD schema is actually a part of the GraphQL package. All right, so that means we should then also be able to jump back over here and should be able to do a yarn start. And now hopefully we will not blow up our back end. Let's see. Ooh, don't say blow up back end. That's not good. Oh gee. Oh, that hurt. Why not? Cannot read property posts of undefined. Why are you undefined? Why do you lie to me? Error, connection refused. Well, that could be why we're not getting any data. Data. What is wrong with you now? Why are you complaining now? You are running. And when I said I'm running, what is this wrong? Cannot query field author on type post. Yes, of course not, because there is no author. But there is a name, correct? Oh, wait a second. Duh. It helps if your data is named the same as the things that you're calling in the map. OG, I'm telling you. I'm not being very OG right now. You can't be calling for things that don't exist. You're calling on an object, you got no property, baby. Why do you expect me to return a value? Don't you see? It's gonna be empty because it's the wrong name, baby. Get kind of crazy, don't get lazy. Check your data points, lay baby. Oh, something like that. I don't know. We've been rapping all night. We're gonna make up a code hustle rap. But no, right here, right now, where are we at? Right, yeah. Of course this isn't gonna work, right? Because that doesn't have my data up there, doesn't have name, address, and email in it. So it's saying undefined. Yeah, it's undefined. No wonder why. Oh, here's a fun thing, right? Click here, use, what is it, option? I always get this confused. Command option, right? And then it highlights both lines with the cursor, and then, oh, look at that, address. We don't need that many D's, or we do need two. Look at that, updates both of them at the same time. I love it. Then you can go down here like this, right? We can go dummy data, address, email, booyah, quotes, test, email.com. Isn't that the greatest? Haha, haha. Right? That should be better cheddar. We're gonna see. Let's see what happens. Running GraphQL API server. Okay, I like it. Let's go check this out. ID, name, email, right? Let's see. Do we get some data? We got some data, right? Test email. That's what we just put in there. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, we're not getting address. Now we do. What? Address is hello world. High Planet. That's where their address is at, from High Planet. Cool. So that should be up. We're getting further. Let's see what happens here. Oh, this is the wrong, right? Aha! VS Code is the shizzle, right, Mohammed? No doubt. Wait, no, why no email? Why no, oh wait, I have this is off, that's why. Why no ID? Does this have, it does have IDs. Oh, wait a second, I don't think I did actually output those in the here. So we'll just do a little bit of fancy schmancy, kind of dancy, getting crazy, getting lazy. Recompiling with NodeMon, baby. Gonna quit soon, gonna eat late. Got some Zaxby's coming in, a nice and go plate, to go plate. I like it kinda hot, not too crazy, but nuclear is my favorite. It's kinda spicy and tangy and makes me feel like I kinda wanna go mouth water into the hole. You know what I'm saying? My head starts sweating and saying, I don't know. I don't know, but I keep trying because it's just fun to do. Why not? Why not? Look at this updated. Pow, pow, pow. We are getting in the house, yo. We're done. Look at that. We're done. App built. No, just kidding. We got a ways to go. Ways to go. Although I am gonna be cutting out early tonight. Actually, normally I go till about 11, but I got a early morning tomorrow, and I just wanted to get this going because I thought it'd be fun. All right, cool. So got that. Next thing is going to be calling the database, MongoDB, right? And then building, and it's fine, right? This is why MongoDB is good, right? Because it just saves data just like this in collections, just basically like JSON objects, right? Boom, 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 shake the room. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we're gonna tie in the call to the DB rot chair somewhere. Probably be right there. I think we're gonna use Mongoose to do the. Although, actually, maybe not. Why not just make? Well, we'll talk about that because I'm like, probably could just use standard fetch from the date. You know, I don't know. We'll see. Well, we definitely want to see how we're gonna get. Yeah, we'll see. I'll figure it out. Turk Razor. Did you ever use Leet code? No, I have not. Let's go see what it's about. Just because I'm getting ready to. As soon as late dinner comes in, I'm gonna drop off stream. Like I said, I normally go until about 11 or so, sometimes midnight on the week, but I try not to. Leet Code, the world's leading online programming. I like to learn about new things. I always am exploring new frameworks and whatnot. So, Turk Razor, appreciate the share there. Let's check it out. A new way to learn. Leet Code is the best platform to help enhance your skill, expand your knowledge, and prepare for technical interviews. So start exploring. This is for you to do some preparing here. A little C++, little Python, little Python. Watch out. I think it's like Code Wars. Code Wars. Code Wars is a good one. How about Code and Game? You know about that one too? Code and Game is fun. This is the one that Shemi's doing right now quite a bit. Chemical X. We'll give him a little. If you don't know old Shemi. A little shout out there, old Chemical X. He does this quite a bit on stream now. It's pretty cool. You can do challenges, and what he does is he has his whole chat room jump into because once you start a room, it's like, okay, and of course he's got everybody coordinated to go in on, so they all jump in together and then they do the code challenges against each other in chat. So it's pretty cool. It's neat. But yeah, they got a whole thing too with the whole, path for forward on that. But so Leet Code Support 14 popular languages, right? Nice little Fibonacci. Create a playground. Create an account. Developer. We like developer. Link, test, run. Create playground. It's my shit. All the girls want to be like this. Right? We know about a little bit more about this than we do others things. So here's a iffy, if you don't know what that is. I did the first 3 problems. Nice. Right, this is an iffy, which you don't even need anymore with ES6. Immediately invoking functions, right? You used to do this so that when you created like variables, you know, whatever, you created a variable in here that it wasn't placed out on the global scope, because when now this fires off here, this is not, can you run this? Is this running? You have to save this. Or will it output over here? Where does it output? Oh, you have to sign it. It won't. Oh, run code. Duh, right above my face. So like in here, right, that's available, right? But technically out here, this should come back as so. See how name is not defined? So that's where this came in. So though, when with the new conventions of like ES6 and stuff, right, you can right, who likes that? I don't know, what's his surname? Right, Spanky. Right. And then what was the other thing? Do you like the Python? I haven't really done a lot with Python, Turk. Haven't done a lot with Python. But you know, it's definitely cool. And you know, I know that I know a lot of people use it for data analytics and machine learning and stuff like that. So it's quite powerful. I'm aware that it's got some, and definitely something I probably wouldn't mind digging into at some point. But I'm always constantly learning. You know. Finished. Now where do I get to go to the next one? But there's so much stuff going on in this world, you know, with JavaScript and with you know, the web technologies and everything else, that it's like it's you know, it's hard to go over and learn other things, because you get so wrapped up in learning the stuff that you're kind of trying to focus on that you just don't even have time to like get on the other stuff. There's so many things I would love to take time to go look into, but it's just one of those things where it's like there's just not enough time in the day, right? It just doesn't. It seems like there's never enough time in the day. But so far we have our Create React app done, right? We integrated GraphQL into it and Apollo, right, so that the client can talk to the back end, right, and to talk to GraphQL. And so we got that working, and we can see, right, and we see it here. This is that's our data right there. It's amazing. Here's our GraphQL pull right here, if you wanted to see what the data actually looks like in the down here. That's pretty small, huh? Can you zoom that? Word, look at that. Hey, Thanks, Google. Oh no, this is not Chrome. It's Chromium, but it's Microsoft Edge. Runs half the performance as Chrome does. Way less resource intensive Microsoft Edge, and it's all the beauty of Chromium. So I actually really like it. I switched over, it made it my default browser. Oh my God, default Mac or default Microsoft Edge browser on a Mac. It's insanity. So you can see our this is our data right here, right? Pulling back from our GraphQL endpoint. So isn't that beautiful? Yeah. All right, cool in the gang. I like it. I like it. So now the next thing that we got to do is, instead of using dummy data, we need to actually tie this into our database, because we do have here we go. We do have our MongoDB database up and running, ready to rock and roll. Right, Mohammed? It's tough, right? There's so many fun little things that I want to like go mess with, and it's just like, man, just not enough. And when it comes to languages right now, I think you really have to, I mean, I know people that do a lot, you know, because I think once you start getting, it's almost like, to me it seems like it's almost like learning speaking language, right? When you start learning other languages, like starting to learn more and more languages becomes easier and easier. Like I've heard a lot of people that speak multiple languages that said, yeah, once you start learning one and you learn two, then it's like it just starts to become easier and easier. Your mind, I guess, starts to meld around the way to ingest that information and store it better. And you know, I guess it's similarly, is that even a word? Similarly, with like coding languages, or programming languages, I should say. You know, there's so much similarity amongst them that, you know, you kind of can get, like, you know, a function's still a function. Syntactically, it looks different, right? But as far as conceptually, it's the same thing, right? It does something. You call it, you pass it information, or you just call it and it does something, right? So like that's the same whether you're doing a function inside of C# or JavaScript or Python. It's the same shit. A loop is a loop, an if statement's an if statement, you know. That, so then you start going, okay, this isn't that hard to cross over. But then you get into all the little gotchas that you learn with inside of the intricacies of your language and the frameworks in which you work in, right? You start noticing these little things, and then you just get better and better at troubleshooting through those issues. And so to like have to take time to go out and like go into like a whole other language like C++ or, you know, Python or something like that is like, you know, now you have to go and get, not that it would be that difficult to just go and learn a little bit about it, maybe go through a couple tutorials and go, oh sweet, cool, I understand a little bit, I've done that, but I don't understand a language at a level to where I would be comfortable actually building anything at any type of scale, you know what I mean? So I just stick to what I feel most comfortable with at this point. But there's people out there that can, you know, they can boom, they're great, man. They multitask, multi-learn, they can pick up all. I feel like I do a lot of that, but I just feel like it still always revolves around the whole world of JavaScript and, you know, web development, and then of course during my day job it's all DevOps stuff, so just doing all kinds of configuration, YAML files, all that goodness, Docker, you know. In fact, you know, this could be something too, like at the end of this we could Dockerize this application. It's really not that hard to do that, and that's also a nice little, probably a good little lesson, you know. But let's see, I'm not gonna probably do, let's take a little peek though at how, like what you would do to but thanks for the share, by the way, Turk. Appreciate it. Oh, thanks, Mohammed, thanks. I wanted to see, so do we want to just do like, should we just call Mongoose into, because right, I don't know, how do you, maybe I should say like GraphQL Mongoose. Oh, I was already going down this road earlier, obviously, that's why those links are clicked. Create, right, I just want to do a quick, set up a simple GraphQL server with Node Express and yeah, and that's really old actually. So I see this graph compose. Let me read this. This is just the npm. This way, unopinionated. This is how you this is just how you use it. Okay, so it takes, well, we already have GraphQL, right? So we don't need to install that, but compose, I guess, and we don't have compose. I don't think I remember it installing that, right? Let's see dependencies here. Nope, I don't see that, right? Or as a dev one. No. Okay, so that's the rad Cullen is in the what? Oh, what happened? No, come back. There we go. What's going on today? What's going on today? I am doing, actually about to get off stream here in a minute because eating late dinner tonight, you know, 10 o'clock, why not? So as soon as I see someone on my shoulder, that's it, I'm out. Like a ghost. Like a ninja. I'm doing a sticker app. So, you know how I do, like, I give out stickers and stuff. So I always tell people to go to like my Twitter or to like whisper me on Twitch and send me your address and I'll do, but I was like, it'd be cool just, you know, as a thing to where I could just have them go to a website and just submit, like, yeah, send me a sticker and submit your stuff, and then I can have a tracking record of it, and then I can do things on the back end as like, so I guess we would have, I mean, of course we're kind of still thinking through it, but you know, could have the front end where that's the submittal thing, pretty simple. I want to tie it into like the Twitch API to pull the profiles so that people that, you know, can use their they're either their Twitter or their Twitch like username to then link that up, so I have that as well. And then I guess I'd have an admin side to where I could go in and be like, because I want to do things like where I say, you know, stickers have been sent, you know, stickers have been received, you know, this, like, and have it all date stamped so I know like when it's happened, because, you know, yeah, so just, and of course just something, just an idea, you know, for not supposed to necessarily be anything like too crazy or fancy or anything, just kind of, but we're doing it with the Create React app, and we're doing it with GraphQL. So we have our GraphQL server up and running here. We have just some dummy data that we're using right now. And this is our front end right now, just cheap little bootstrap table, you know, but we got our data here showing using Apollo. And now I'm getting into the point of I want to pull the data from database, or well, do the full CRUD operations between that. And I was like, there's got to be something that does like a Mongoose GraphQL implementation or something. So it looks like this graph compose Mongoose is a candidate here, which derives GraphQL from Mongoose model, also derives a bunch of internal GraphQL type. So this actually does what? This plugin for GraphQL compose, which derives GraphQL type from your Mongoose model. Okay, so, and derives a bunch of internal GraphQL types, provides all CRUD resolvers, including GraphQL connection. Interesting. Okay, cool. We'll have to check this out too. But again, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get into this like crazy right now, because again, as soon as my late dinner comes, I'm ducking out of this joint. But how you been? What you been working on? Anything anything crazy? You done anything crazy? We got making good gold records. Very cool. I've been wanting to check out GraphQL. Never got around to it. Looks like I have to keep tuning in. Yeah. We have only done it. Look how basic this is. Here's the query, right? This is all you do basically to this, and this comes with GraphQL. This GraphIQL allows you to test out your, and it's cool. Like here, like this will have, this has some of your information here of like types, shows you the fields, what types they are, and then you can hit the play here, and it'll pull out your data, right? So it allows you to kind of test your queries, and then it's really not complex. So like the server side is here, right? So this is just this is the GraphQL server here. This is my dummy data, right, that I have. This will be replaced with the hopefully, I guess, that GraphQL compose package to talk to the database. But anyway, so then we do this is the schema. So basically just like regular databasing almost, right? So you just create a schema, type query is what this one is, and you can query your posts, which is an array of course, this is the modeled like object here, right? And then this is another way you can query it by ID. So you can actually pass it like the ID and just pull back singular posts. And so, yeah, it's really just kind of like, you know, pretty simple. Boom, 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 some simple little map action right there, right? This is using cores and stuff here to allow for the calls to go through, and then yeah, so this is the endpoint that we pull on, GraphQL, right, /GraphQL. It's running on port 4300. Yeah, so it's like not that crazy. Like that's it. That's a query, you know, and so not terrible, not terrible. I would be curious though, like how do you, as you go further, like you want to build different do you just build them all in here? Like would you, if you had another type, would you build another, I guess you would, huh? You could just come in here and be like type whatever, you know, yeah, stickers maybe, right? This could be the stickers object here, and then it has an ID as well that gets self-generated, right? And then it would be like whatever, it could be just sticker like this, right? Which would be a string. And that could be, you know, it's like sticker name or something. I just kind of like coming up with something, whatever type, you know, I don't know what this, I just kind of like showing. So then I guess what you would do is then up here, right, you could just keep these all. So instead of here, right, like sticker, right, which is an array of stickers like that, right? And now you can query on this, and it'll pull back all these sticker object or in there in an array. You know, like seems pretty good to go. I guess you'd have to do all this, right? Because this is calling it. I'd have to look at how like you do like multiple, like, because this is like you model the data, right, however you want based on multiple. This is using here, right? Because it's okay. Yeah. Anyway, we have some learning to do too, Mr. Cullen. But yeah, so yeah, pretty cool stuff. Let me see what this is real quick, how, because I could probably maybe get this installed. Although I think I hear we'll see. One ear off. Oh wow, I'm going invisible. What happened? Like it didn't have a black background. It's freaking out. I said, come on man, what are you doing here? Trying to give me a light background like that? I don't appreciate you getting me all fuzzed out, man. Don't make me look like this. Oh my goodness, I can see. I feel like I'm, what's his name from Back to the Future, right? Just fading out in the picture, right? Word up. All right, cool in the gang. I am, oh, sorry about that. Buddy's getting a little bark. Hey, shh. Sir, shh. Oh my goodness. Well, honestly, with that, I am gonna drop off. I'm gonna go eat, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Should be on at 8 Eastern time, and catch you then. So keep up the code hustle, as always, and talk to you soon.